Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing well. I'm Tanmay Gaudcharu and I'm a Beta Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. And I'm currently pursuing my BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering from Madanpalli Institute of Technology and Science. So before getting started with the event, I just wanted to share my journey of becoming a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador with you. So it all started back in 2020 during the lockdown when I got to know more about myself and my passion towards technology. And then I started exploring opportunities in the tech that students are having. So during this process, I got to know about this amazing opportunity that students are having offered by Microsoft. That is Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador Program. Then I started to search more about this program and have a good idea about what the program is. And then I went through the application and I found that there are three questions asked. And so the first thing I have done was I took a piece of paper and I've wrote all those three questions. And I used to read those questions twice or thrice whenever I get free time so that I get a good idea about what they are asked, what they have asked. So then I used to write my answers and always and frequently update those answers. Actually, I applied for January cohort. So for that, the last date for application was around November 30th. So I still remember I applied it on 28th November, which is very close to the deadline. That means from this you can see that I have took a lot of time in preparing my answers. And then after 1 month, that is on 7th January 2021, I got a mail from the team stating that I have been selected into the program. So I still remember the feeling that I had when I saw that mail, and I felt that I have achieved at least something in my life, and also it boosted up my confidence. And from then, it's been 4.5 months now being a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. I see a lot of improvement in myself, in my public speaking skills, communication skills, and also I used to attend a lot of Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador events as a student ambassador. From there, I got to know how to conduct events and have seen so many students conducting events. So from there, I got confidence that I also can conduct these events, and you can see improvement in me from attending events to conducting events. This is all about my experience in the program. So without any further delay, let's get started with the event. So once again, I welcome you all to the event, a guide to become a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. So this event is going to be all about Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador program and how you can become a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. And also, if you get any queries, you can save them for the end of the session where we are going to have an Ask Me Your Questions session, where you can put all your questions in the chat box, and I'm going to answer your questions. So first, I'm going to introduce you to the program. So let's know what MLSA program is all about. So MLSA program is offered by Microsoft, through which it selects students across the globe with passion towards technology and love to empower their community. So as far as my knowledge is concerned, I would define MLSA program with the help of three words, that is learn, grow, and contribute. The first thing that you are going to do when you enter MLSA program is learning. You start to learn new technologies, and then when you learn them, you are growing your skills and growing as a better person. So this is all about grow. And when you grow your skills, then it's time to contribute to your community by spreading that knowledge and hosting events and empowering your community. So this is all about MLSA program. I hope you all got a brief idea about the program, what it is. So next, let's look into the eligibility criteria. That means who all can apply for this program. So the eligibility criteria is very simple, and you should be at least of 16 years to apply for this program, and you should be enrolled for full time in an accredited academic institution like college or university, and you should have a valid identification. If you satisfy these three criteria, then you're good to go. You can apply for this program. And also, I want to mention that this program is not only for the students with technical background, it is for every student, even for students with non-technical background. But the only thing that they have to have is passion towards technology and would love to empower their community as well. And also, they are not searching for students who are experts in a particular technology, but they are searching for students who are um, who have who are enthusiastic to learn and grow, and also help their community to grow as well. So this is all about the eligibility criteria. So here are the milestones. That is, there are basically 4 milestones in this program. That is new, alpha, beta, and gold. When you get selected for this program, you'll be treated as a new student ambassador. And as a new student ambassador, you will get some benefits. That the first and the biggest benefit that you are going to get is you will be added into the Microsoft Teams, where you can find all the other student ambassadors in the all the other student ambassadors. So why is this the biggest advantage? Because you will be into the community, which is very diverse. So the student ambassadors are working on diverse technologies, and you can explore different technologies when you get into this program. And after exploring those technologies, if you find any technology interesting and would love to pursue a career in that specific field, then you can reach out to the student ambassadors, and I'm sure they'll guide you through how you can build your skills in a particular technology. For this, we are having leagues. The leagues are nothing but small communities of students who are possessing interest towards a same technology. That is, we are having leagues for artificial intelligence and machine learning, IoT, and also data analytics, mobile and web development. And we are having some social impact leagues like green technology, education, digital accessibility, and emerging technologies, and many more. And also, when you run into the problem, you can always reach out to Microsoft student ambassadors, and I'm sure they'll be ever ready to help you out. And also, sorry, and also you can, if you have any project idea, you can reach out to the community, and there will be lots of student ambassadors who are going to team up with you and can help you to complete your project as well. So this is the biggest advantage that you're going to get when you enter this program. So the next benefit that you're going to get is you're going to get a Microsoft 365 subscription. I'm sure you all are familiar with Microsoft 365. That is the one you have joined today with, that is Microsoft Teams, and one I use to prepare these slides, that is PowerPoint, and also Microsoft Word, Excel, Sway, Forms, and many more. You'll get a subscription for that as well. And also you'll get TextNet, Snagit, and Camtasia, which are video editing softwares. For these also you're going to get a free subscription. So these are all the benefits that you are going to get when you enter this program. So after entering this program, you are required to complete a learning path from Microsoft Learn. Actually, Microsoft Learn is an e-learning platform of Microsoft where you can learn new technologies. So you are required to complete at least one learning path. And when you complete one learning path, you will be upgraded to Alpha. So when you become an Alpha student ambassador, you'll have a completely another set of benefits waiting for you. So those include Visual Studio Enterprise, that is and also you're going to get Azure credits, which is included in Visual Studio Enterprise. Azure is a cloud platform of Microsoft, and you are going to get a $150 for free monthly to explore the developer tools that Azure have. And next, I'm sure you would have heard of Microsoft certifications. If yes, okay. But for those who don't know, Microsoft certifications are offered by Microsoft, and there are different levels in those certifications as well, like fundamentals, experts, and so on. So you will get a Microsoft certification voucher to clear your Microsoft fundamentals exams like AI 100 or AZ 900, like that. And so basically, if you want to do give your exam, it would cost around 2 to 3,000 Indian rupees. But when you get upgraded to Alpha, you are going to get a free voucher with which you can give your certification exam for free. And next, you are going to get LinkedIn Learning voucher, through which you can access LinkedIn Learning. LinkedIn Learning is a e-learning platform by a platform of LinkedIn. So where you can learn new technologies and can access to video lectures and all. So you are going to get that also, and that will be and you get the access until you are in this program. And next, you are going to get a name.com voucher. Actually, name.com is a domain provider. That means you are going to get a voucher to get your free domain name. And these are the benefits that you're going to get as an Alpha student ambassador. And when you conduct your first event and it is reviewed by a community program manager, then you will be upgraded to beta. And then when you become a beta student ambassador, you will get a cool swag box that you can see right here. So this swag box is going to contain a Rubik's Cube, your certificate, a bottle, a stress ball, a t-shirt, a pair of socks, some cool stickers, and a badge. So these are all you're going to get as appreciation from Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador program when you get upgraded to beta. And also, if you have conducted any offline events, then you can apply for expense reimbursement. This is only for offline events, and also for offline events, you can have Subway catering for up to 50 students for free. But considering the present situation, all the events are conducted online, so there is no expense reimbursement for now. And you will also be considered for Student Ambassador Summit. So to be eligible to become a Gold Student Ambassador, you should be a Beta Student Ambassador, and then you should be active in the program, and also it should be at least 1 year from your joining date. And also, Gold Student Ambassadors are selected by the operations team of Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador program based on their contribution to the community and their expertise level in a particular technology. So this is about how you can become a Gold Student Ambassador. And when you become a Gold Student Ambassador, you're going to get an additional MTC voucher. That is, you can give your Microsoft certification exams, and you'll be considered for special events and speaking engagements. And you can also have one-on-one mentorship with Microsoft employees. And also you'll be considered to lead leads that I have mentioned before, based on the technology that you are expert at. And you'll also be nominated for Microsoft Most Valued Professional Award. And these are the milestones and the related benefits that you are going to get in this program. And also I forgot to mention that when you become a board student ambassador, you are also going to get another swag box. That is, you can see here, it will contain a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador's bag, your certificate, a webcam light, and you are going to get a mask, and also you're going to get a sticker. So this is the swag box that you are going to get when you become a Gold Student Ambassador. Apart from these, if you are having an amazing idea that can really solve a real life problem, then you can join Imagine Cup. Imagine Cup is the biggest hackathon conducted by Microsoft. And if you win this hackathon, then you get the chance to win the trophy of Imagine Cup trophy, and also you'll get 75,000 US dollars. And also, apart from these, you can add this to your resume as a volunteer experience. So these are all about milestones and perks that you're going to get as part of this program. So next, let's look into the tips and guide to apply. So the first and foremost tip that I'm going to give is be yourself. Don't try to copy others' answers. And next is don't hurry with your application. You should not, as the applications are open all around the year, you need not to hurry with your application. But the applications are reviewed quarterly. That means we are going to have student ambassadors into the program on quarterly. That is, I was into the program for January. And also we had new student ambassadors into the program on April. So the next cohort is going to be on July, and the last date for applications to be considered for July cohort is May 30 or 31st. So all the students who have applied before May 30 will be considered for the July cohort. So I'll take you through the application and I'll show you how to apply, and I'll give some more tips also. So this is the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadors website. So after this, I'll give you the link in the chat box. So you can see that you're having apply now button here, and also be a force for good locally and globally. And also here are some points why you should apply for this program. And then you can, by clicking learn more, you can know more about the milestones in the program and the benefits. And next, these are some of the Gold Student Ambassadors, and you can hear their experiences from here. And if you want to know more about the program, you can click here, click on learn more to view more about the program. So I'll give you a quick tour of this website. So as I've mentioned before, that student ambassadors do conduct events every day. So you can click on this events button here. To attend a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador event, you need not to be a student ambassador. So after clicking on the events, you'll be landed in this page. So if you are interested in a particular event, then you can click on it. And then you'll be landed in this page, and you can read about the contributor, that is the hosts of the event. And then if you love to attend this program, then you can click on more info. And then you will be landed in this registration form, and you can fill out this registration form, and you'll get a link to the email ID that you have mentioned here. So this is how you can attend the events conducted by Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadors. So I'll give, so here is competition. Let us click on it. So you'll be landed at Imagine Cup website. So you can see the logo of Imagine Cup and its motto, that is dream it, build it, and live it. You can also see that you're going to get a cash prize of US dollars of 75,000. And here is why you should enter the Imagine Cup, and you could win what you could win from this. And there is events schedule, and you can also watch previous Imagine Cup finals. So this is all about Imagine Cup. And next, if you have any questions, you can click on questions, and there are some predefined questions that are mostly asked, that is FAQs. If you have any question, then you can click on it and you can get the answer. So next, on Learn, I'm going to take you through the Microsoft Learn. So this is the Microsoft Learn, which is an e-learning platform of Microsoft. And this is not only for Microsoft student ambassadors, it is for everyone and it is completely free. From this, you can learn modules and complete learning paths as well. So even if you are interested in taking any exam, then you can name of the exam here, like for example, AI 900 exam. Then you'll get this results, and you can click on the one that you are searching for, and this is where this is the exam name that I've searched for, and then you can schedule your exam via Pearson VUE or Certicode, and the cost is, let me keep it India, show it in Indian rupees. So it is approximately 3,696 Indian rupees. For COVID impacted job seekers, it is only 15 US dollars. And when you think you are prepared for this exam, you can also try out test yourself by clicking on the practice test. And then you can also learn from here, learn these learning paths, complete these learning paths, and get yourself ready for the event, ready for the certification. So this is all about Microsoft Learn. And next here you in resources section, you are having a bunch of resources. Azure for Students. Actually, Azure for Students is a special subscription for students where you will get $100 of free Azure credit so that you can explore the developer tools of Azure. So if you want to explore Azure, you can sign up today from this website. So, and also there are lots of other resources, student developer blogs, where you can find the blogs written by student developer community. You can see here. This is what it is all about, a bunch of blogs. And next, you are also having academic institution web store, which is in which you are going to have tools for teaching. So now I'll show you how to apply. So before applying, you have to sign in. So okay, so after getting signed in, then click on apply button. Then you'll be landed into this page. So here is the application notification. It states that the start date of was February 28th, and these are considered for July cohort. So this will be so the applications submitted after February 28th and before May 30 would be considered for the July cohort. And also, as I've said before, that you need not to hurry with your application, because the application will automatically save and you can leave at any time and come back later to continue your application. So after reading this, you can click on next. Then here are some privacy and terms. You can read it. And here is the eligibility criteria that you need to satisfy in order to be eligible for this program. So, and then next you can click on privacy and terms, that stating that you agree and wish to continue, and then click on next. And then here you are going to give your personal info like your first name, your last name, and your gender, and the pronoun that best suits you. And next, the contact email would be automatically saved with the email ID that you have used to sign in. And next, you are going to give your date of birth. So you can select it, and the country or your region, state or province. and you have to check in this phone opt-in. Then you have to give your mobile number. That is, first you have to give your phone code and then your mobile number, and then you can click on get verification code. You are going to get an OTP to your mobile phone, and when you enter that OTP, from then onwards you will get program specific updates and information via your mobile phone. So after filling out this personal info, then you can click on next, and then you have to fill out the academic institution information, country or region. That is, you have to specify the country or region where your institute is located, and the state or province your institute is located, and the name of your institution, and the degree program. Here you can see that even if you are not from these above specified backgrounds, you are still eligible to apply, as there is an option called other. If you are doing engineering and your branch is not specified, you can opt for engineering other. And then here is your degree level, that is if you're bachelor's, master or PhD. And you have to give an expected graduation date. Expected graduation date is because they want to verify that whether you will be in your college, or you will be graduated by the time you are going to enter this program. So you can give the expected graduation date. And next comes the main part, that is written samples, where you have to answer 3 questions. So basically, you can opt to write essay, or you can give a link to your video answer. So, but you are required to give at least one video answer for either of these 3 questions. So I personally recommend you to give all the video answers. So I'll take you through this 3 questions. So first question is inspire. So you can see here that it is stated that we want to see how you demonstrate passion for technology when you present. So through this question, they are looking at your presentation. We are going to present your passion towards technology. I'll read out the question. So what excites you about technology, and why do you want to help other students explore and learn? So for this question, you can answer like what made you exciting about technology, or what was the role of technology in your life, and what are the technologies that you have explored. And also you can tell some whys you want other students to explore this technology as well, because in my view, technology is all around us. That means we are using technology every day, and in these situations, in the current situation, it has been a part of our life. So that is why I want all the students to explore and learn technology. This is how I answered. So you can think more about it and you can give your answer. And next is teach. So let us see. Please use at least one specific technology example in your response. So before telling what it is all about, first let me read out the question. How would you take a technical concept and teach it to a friend or peer that has never heard of it? So you are going to take a technical concept and teach it to a person who is from a non-technical background. And so in this answer, while answering, you should at least include one technical concept in your response. That means you should have to specify the technology that you are going to explain. To answer this question, in my view, there are 2 ways. That is, the first one is you can take a technical concept and teach it and show them how you'll teach it. And the other one is you can take you can specify, you can tell them the ways or the methods that you will follow in order to make the person understand the technical concept. For example, I'll tell you. So to involve a person into a technical, to involve a person so that he gets excited or enthusiastic to learn about that particular concept. Because a person without any technical background, why would he love to hear or learn the technical concept? So first we have to involve him, right? So to involve him, I would relate a technical concept with a real life example where which he can easily relate to. So after telling this, you have to specify the technical concept and should explain how you will relate that. So for example, um, back in our school days, we were given prizes for first three ranks. So as we were less than 100 in number, we used to our ranks were decided manually by our teachers. But when it comes to competitions where lakhs of students participate, it becomes tough to select the top three. So in this situation, they make use of heap sort so that they can easily know the top three. So this is how you can explain by taking a technical concept, and you should include a technical concept because it is specified here. And next comes promote. So they want to see the different ways you will reach out to your student community to ensure a successful and well attended event. So if you are hosting an event at your school, how would you get students to attend? From this question, they are looking how you'll promote your event. So you can specify them the ways that you are going to promote, like you are going to use social media platforms, or if you're having any innovative idea, like think out of the box and give them an idea that they have never heard of from any other applicant. That will give you a really plus point. Like you can create flash mobs, and also you can do some small skits based on the top agenda of your event and stuff like this. So I will also tell you why they are why they have asked you these three questions. So basically the program is all about learning, and also it is searching for students with passion towards technology. And also after learning these things, you are going to teach these concepts through your events. And to make your event successful, you are going to promote them. So that is why in the first question, they are testing whether you are really passionate about technology or not. And then next, they want to see how you are going to teach those technologies to your community. And then next, they are also want to learn or know how you are going to promote your events. So this is all about written samples. When you complete them, then comes the social media section. Actually, social media section is not mandatory. It is completely optional. But I would say that you can make use of the social media section to show them your interest towards technology. That means you can show them how passionate you are about technology and how you have explored technology. So here are some fields that you can give the links to. So if you have written any blog post in any other websites, like we have Geeks for Geeks, Medium, and many more. If you have written any blog, then you can specify the URL here. And if you have done any technical how to videos, then you can give your URL here. And if you have any online resume or website, you can provide this URL here. And if you maintain any GitHub repository, you can mention that URL as well. If you are having any LinkedIn account, then you can provide your profile URL here. And if you maintain your own blog site, then also you can give the URL here. And if you are having Pluralsight profile or Stack Overflow profile, Instagram account, Twitter account, you can do mention it here. So this is about social media section. And next is the additional info section. So in additional info section, info section, there is the first box that is mandatory. So which of the following technologies interest you? So you can click on the technologies that interest you. For example, here is artificial intelligence, blockchain, data science, DevOps, gaming, Internet of Things, mixed reality, mobile development, networking, open source, security, web development. You can check on all the technologies that interest you, and if there is anything that you want to share with them, you can go ahead and share. Actually, this is a technical problem. These are the questions from the written samples that are showing by mistakenly. So this is all about the Microsoft Learn application. I thank you all for joining me for this event, and I hope you all got to learn about this program. And I also hope that you all will apply for this program and get most out of it. So once again, thanks for joining me today. And also, I would love to see you in the ambassador program.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, then give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel. And also do let me know your questions in the comment section. I would love to answer them. Bye bye. See you all in the next video.